Caveman.
Look, you've got these poor people.
How did they get poor?
What's it matter how?
Because if they place themselves in that position...
They don't place themselves.
In that position.
It's not the Kama Sutra.
No, historical forces.
Ptolemy, ruler of Egypt, gets the notion to start a library in Alexandria.
When?
A few generations after Alexander. So it's thriving by the time Caesar comes along.
And burns it the hell down.
Actually, evidence seems to indicate that Caesar didn't burn down the library.
Then what the hell happened to it?
What, the library? Who cares what happened to the library? What happened to the books?
If you know people for any length of time, you can watch them get funnier and funnier looking.
Be careful about looking inward.
But look out. If you don't confront the economic and social forces that are shaping your life, then you just delude yourself into a fantasy of self-mastery.
Did you just say what I think you said?
I don't know. What did you think I said?
I wouldn't repeat it.
What is happening to me? Tonight? Tonight I'm going to die.
Worse than that?
What could be worse than that?
I want you to wear these.
What?
You don't have a problem with contacts, do you?
Just wearing them?
You've never worn contacts?
No.
It's very simple.
No.
All you do...
I don't think...
is look up. You see? I put it in there. On the white of my eye, and then I look down.
This is like a bad dream. First, I'm lying in a pine box, and now you're fucking with my eyes.
Why must you be so difficult?
The guy gets his heart ripped out.
I think we've had quite enough of that.
To love what is infinite and eternal.
You mean as opposed to your ass?
We begin with God.
Oh, ontology.
God doesn't come first because there is no first in eternity.
A miracle, you see, would be...
Miracles are not consistent with the nature of God.
Oh, God. Did I give him my real number? I was so drunk.
That we have made the world into such a place.
Hey, we? I didn't do shit.
You didn't do shit. Now, aren't you the proud one?
And you read this guy, what's his name? So you can actually feel superior about hating Jews.
He just doesn't like it when they get their way all the time.
Their way?
They.
A race?
Is it?
Well, I made it one.
I suppose so. With Negroes, see, black people and brown people, it's really hard to tell because there's been so much,
slave fucking.
Well, when you're in the position of a slave.
And what position would you say that is?
Again, we'll have to consult the guide.
My preference? That's a loaded question.
Why?
Don't specialize. That would be my advice.
And never take anybody's advice.
That'd be my advice to you.
Sideways. I like Sideways. That's what I thought the movie was going to be about, but it was still good. You should see it with someone you love.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck love. Love is overrated.
What isn't overrated?
You mean what is underrated?
Well, some things.
Some things are rated just right.
That they are.
And those things, comrade, are rare.
What does it matter? The pleasures of the flesh that someone else had?
Where are those people?
Who are those people?
A lot of those people are fictional.
A lot of those people are dead.
Like the boy said, I don't put no stock in dead people.
Everybody finally comes to the same realization. I haven't done anything wrong.
When they have.
Doesn't matter. They have set themselves free. They have to free themselves of their guilt.
Otherwise?
They drown in it.
The sexual types that fit together?
Yes?
It has nothing to do with gender.
Having worked there, I would never eat there again.
See, the library and the books meet the same fate. We discover that the books would have been better off had they not been in the library in the first place.
A lot of the Greek stuff just fell into disuse, not disfavor. They were just forgotten to death.
And those Chinese scholars?
Buried alive.
C. McQuan buried this huge book of history to keep it safe. And then the ruler made him choose between execution and castration.
Which did he choose?
What would you choose?
For months now, there has been no sign. we have had to live our lives without a sign. A sign in the evening sky. No pink and green and yellow neon bright against the hazy purple night proclaiming, baked on the stone.
These are dark times. Dark times in Hogtown.
The kind of guy in the bar who would persist in whistling his own tune after the jukebox had come on.
When my daughter left the country...
She'll be back.
How do you know that? You don't know that. You can't know that. Can you? Can you?
No.
Then shut up.
Okay.
Talk about something else.
If you mean, by a miracle, a suspension of the laws of nature, this would appear not to qualify.
No. I lost my cell phone, and this woman found it in her bags when she got home from the mall.
Yes.
And I had not even been to the mall.
Miracle after miracle.
Miracle upon miracle.
Well, the odds are against it.
In the sense that there are so many millions of people.
Billions.
So, the chances of any two in particular interacting is extremely remote.
But the chance of one person interacting with another
is virtually assured.
It's like the lottery. The chance of any one particular number being drawn is minute.
But the chance that some number will be chosen is assured.
And that's all we want, is a chance.
Sucker.
Sometimes a philosopher is like a hermit.
Not when they need the guy.
Who needs a philosopher?
You gotta be kidding me. Socrates? Who needs Socrates?
What are you looking for?
Looking through this...
Lost?
Lost. I'm in the library.
Labyrinth.
How you doing?
I'm doing... How you doing?
I'm living.
Don't be so sure.
Your life. You keep talking about your life as if it possessed some sort of singularity.
Well, it's the only one I have.
Yeah, you. You ever think of anyone else?
What for?
And she knows now that this is the day her life changed.
And she knows that this is the beginning of a new life for her and a new life for you, which is the old life. Back into your cave.
There's a difference between a cave and a library.
And a labyrinth.
But not much.
All the answers are in there.
And if you're lucky, you find out the questions later.
You go through life wondering, what are these the answers to?